Meghan is currently experiencing a headache due to the public exposure of her ghost children. Hello, with all the regal splendor, we warmly welcome you to the Princess Diana News channel. Now, let's get to the video. Since the moment we first noticed the image of the baby bump near her knees, it has become increasingly clear that Meghan lacked the courage and intelligence to recognize the incredible prospects that life had presented to her through the surrogacy situation. She had the potential to be the perfect advocate for surrogacy. She possessed the potential to wield significant influence and garner immense admiration from others. Due to the straightforward nature of the situation, let's be frank. Contemporary medical advancements are truly remarkable. The requirement that a successor must be biologically related is rather outdated. Bacon had the opportunity to fully accept and support women's challenges with fertility. And she was capable of accomplishing what she expressed her desire to achieve. Bring the entire royal family into the contemporary era. However, rather than taking that course of action and potentially endangering her children's chances of succeeding, she made the decision to deceive and manipulate the situation by resorting to photo manipulation and intentionally being elusive and peculiar. She surely missed out on an opportunity. In spite of claiming to champion modernizing the monarchy and advocating for women's rights, she failed to seize a significant opportunity to fulfill these objectives. Meghan's purported intelligence primarily stems from her practical knowledge acquired from living on the streets. Although she did go to university, I believe she did not complete her studies. In terms of comprehending larger schemes, Meghan Markle struggles to see beyond what brings her immediate satisfaction. She solely focuses on the financial gain and fails to foresee the consequences that lie ahead. She fails to comprehend the inevitable failure of her fraudulent schemes. She possesses the skills of a cunning con artist. She possesses cunning skills in deceiving others. She simply walks away with the money. She is struggling because her partner lacks the maturity of an adult and is not the mastermind behind this endeavor. In essence, Meghan made a huge mistake. In my opinion, Meghan successfully influenced Harry to make certain decisions. Using her powers of persuasion, she managed to convince him that his family was responsible for the unfortunate loss of their unborn child. Furthermore, she alleged that this tragedy had a detrimental impact on her physical well-being. Exploiting his vulnerability, she cunningly manipulated him into complying with her every desire. The media serves as her justification, as her true objective is to seek attention and obtain personal financial gain. Therefore, it is possible that she managed to persuade Harry into believing that the entire situation was caused by him. If he can't protect and defend her, he's not on the same level as William. If our belief holds true, indicating the origin of artificial intelligence and the concealed wrongdoings associated with it, I anticipate that this knowledge will become public in the near future. Furthermore, I am confident that a majority of individuals will acknowledge the royal family's complicity in these matters. I have mentioned this elsewhere before, but I will reiterate it once more, and I will do so more expeditiously now. Clearly, Meghan is aware that having a child is essential for solidifying her standing within the royal family. Additionally, she is aware that if the rumors regarding her previous abortions are accurate, it could pose significant challenges for her future attempts to become pregnant. I am unsure of how she manages to coordinate everything so quickly after getting married. However, when she revealed to Harry that she was expecting, he advised caution and suggested they wait for the first scan to ensure the well-being of the pregnancy. Meghan gave her consent, however. She subsequently relayed the information to the Queen during Eugenie's wedding. Harry was feeling distressed, which was duly noted, but he was unable to take any action at that juncture. The announcement's timing is regrettable according to the royal family, but they genuinely feel happy for Harry. There was no justification to doubt the authenticity of Meghan's claims. However, as time goes by, particularly following their altercations in Australia, when Harry was overheard shouting, "Is it true that you're pregnant now?" the suspicions regarding the supposed pregnancy begin to emerge. Once the reality becomes clear, what options does the royal family have? Will they openly expose Meghan as an untruthful impostor and reveal the entire situation as a deceitful charade, including the fact that she was never pregnant? They were incapable of doing that. Their primary option was to have a sincere conversation with Harry and Meghan, urging them to disclose the truth about their situation, which could involve using a surrogate or adopting. However, Meghan would no longer retain control. Essentially, without being born from a royal mother, the baby would not possess any authority as a legitimate heir to the throne. This indicates the absence of any substitutes or replacements. It is my belief that Meghan orchestrated and planned this entire situation, potentially with assistance from individuals such as Marcus or her mother. However, the paternity of those babies and whether or not they belong to Harry is a matter of curiosity for me. In other words, considering if Meghan had used the tactic of feigning a pregnancy and subsequent loss before their engagement to pressure Harry into proposing, it would be difficult to understand how he could be persuaded to undergo IVF shortly after their wedding. It is likely that Harry initially believed she was capable of conceiving naturally, or he may have realized later on that she was dishonestly using the marriage as a means of getting her way. Isn't it fascinating how intricately they have crafted this complex situation? However, it is important to acknowledge that a vast majority of the global population does not pay any attention to them. They just do not have any interest. Perhaps Meghan is disliked even more by people for attempting to deceive the royal family and the public about her pregnancy, as well as for not promoting and supporting surrogacy for individuals who are truly incapable of having biological children. One observer suggests that Charles has two options ahead of him. He can either prolong his current situation by continuously trying to fix the problems and feeling perpetually stressed and anxious as he upholds the deceit, or he can confront the issue directly and observe the situation stabilize from a distance. After properly sanitizing the cord, he can then hand it over to his experienced heir, who I believe is well prepared to take on the responsibility. King Charles could also enjoy a new lifestyle devoid of royal duties, following his father's retirement. By engaging in extensive philanthropy and demonstrating unwavering support to the Queen throughout his impressive tenure as the Prince of Wales, he has made a lasting impact. Since he is now in his 70s and well past the typical retirement age, there is no justification for us to exhaust him entirely, draining all his happiness and vitality. Picture a world where King Charles and his beloved wife are free from the ceaseless onslaught of criticism and insinuations coming their way from the toxic too. Joe Public and his spouse are already fatigued and depleted by these individuals. However, we are merely observers who have a strong desire for the monarchy and the Commonwealth to persist as positive influences. One possible paraphrase could be, occasionally, we can choose to overlook their mischievous behavior and instead focus on the small details of our daily routines. Although CanC operates within a tightly regulated framework, their employees are responsible for managing various minor tasks, resulting in limited free time to anticipate uncertain future challenges. Living in this manner is not a viable option. Our recently appointed ruler must proceed acknowledging that this situation is far from a minor disagreement that will not escalate further. He is currently engaged in a battle where there is a necessary bullet that he must bravely face in order to bring about its conclusion. Fortunately, he has been blessed with a valuable inheritance of strong public backing from his mother. However, he also requires her resilience in order to overcome the challenging obstacle that currently resides right outside his house. He holds the role of a general who intentionally chooses to sacrifice a battalion in the pursuit of total triumph and lasting peace. Just a few weeks prior, he was bestowed with emblematic golden spurs, adorned swords, rods, and scepters, signifying his authority, which was further confirmed through his crowning, and greatly applauded by the 2,000 onlookers in the abbey, granting him the power to defend the state against its adversaries. If, as I have come across in a previous reading, there exists a highly restrictive legal order given to the monarchy, then only the monarch possesses the authority to allow the press to freely report by removing the order and informing the newspaper editors that they are no longer bound by any limitations. However, it is imperative that the entire group of editors receives the permission simultaneously. Complete commitment is necessary to allow the injuries to recover following exposure to both intense light and fresh air. An alternative outcome is that the monarchy, with severe injuries and damage, will gradually perish on the battlefield. That's it for the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share with those interested. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for joining us, have a great day, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.